Hey, when was the last time you actually wrote something by hand? Not typing, but really writing. Maybe a quick note for someone or just signing your name? We usually don't give it a second thought, right? But today, we're going to pull back the curtain and discover the hidden power that's literally at your fingertips.
So let's just ask this question straight up. What if every single loop, dot, and line you make with a pen is actually part of a secret superpower you've had all along? Stick with me because the answer might just change how you look at a simple piece of paper forever. Okay, so to really get a handle on this superpower of ours, we have to go back. I mean, way back. So buckle up because we're about to take a super fast trip through the entire epic story of writing. I mean, just look at this journey. It all started with our ancestors drawing stories on cave walls. For thousands of years, that was it. Then, about 5,000 years ago, boom, a huge shift. We get the first real writing systems, like cuneiform and hieroglyphics. But the true game changer was the idea of using symbols for sounds. The Phoenicians were all over that, creating an alphabet with consonants. Then the Greeks came along and added something crucial, vowels. The Romans adopted that, and suddenly you have the building blocks of the letters we all use today. And the final piece of the puzzle? The printing press in the 1400s, which just changed everything, making knowledge available to so many more people. What a ride, right? So all that history brings us right here, to today, where most of us learn a couple of main ways to write by hand. Let's dig into the two styles you probably know best. First up, you've got print script. This is probably the first style you ever learned in school, right? The best way to think about it is like you're building with Legos. Each letter is its own separate block. You place them one after another. That separation is what makes it so clear and really easy to read, kind of like the words in a book. And then you have cursive, which is a totally different way of thinking. Here, all the letters are joined together in this one continuous, flowing motion. It really is like a little dance across the page. And that connected movement is exactly why, once you get the hang of it, it can be a much, much faster way to get your thoughts down. So if we put them head to head, you can see the main difference is really simple, separate versus connected. And that one little thing changes everything else. The speed, the flow, you name it. Now, you probably have a favorite, don't you? Maybe you love how clear print is, or maybe you just get into the rhythm of cursive. The big takeaway here is that one isn't better than the other. They're just different tools in your toolbox.
All right, now we're getting to the really cool part, the part that actually feels like a superpower. Let's take a peek at what's firing off inside your brain when you just pick up a pen and start writing. It's pretty amazing.
Okay, this is a total game changer, especially for learning anything. Study after study shows that the physical act of forming letters with your hand, that movement, helps lock information into your brain way better than just tapping keys on a keyboard. So when you're taking notes by hand, you're not just writing stuff down. You're actually telling your brain, hey, pay attention, this is important. And get this, writing by hand actually makes you a better reader. Think about it. When you write a letter, say the letter A, your brain is doing three things at once. It's processing the shape, it's remembering the name A, and it's connecting it to the sound. That whole process builds these super strong connections in your brain that are, well, fundamental to how we learn to read in the first place. And beyond all the brainy benefits, your handwriting is just you. It is a form of personal expression, just like your voice or your sense of style. The specific way you loop your G's or cross your T's, that's a little piece of who you are. Seriously, it's your own personal font that nobody else in the world has. Really, it all boils down to this simple idea. It's like your hand and your brain are this incredible super learning team. It's not just your hand doing all the work while your brain takes a nap. Nope, they're in it together, in this dynamic partnership that helps you learn, remember, and create. So, feeling inspired to sharpen up that superpower? Good. Let's get down to business with a few simple, practical tips that can help you become a true handwriting hero. First things first, the foundation for great handwriting isn't even about the letters. It's about how you sit. I know it sounds super basic, but trust me, sitting up straight and tilting your paper just a little bit makes a world of difference. And hey, check your grip right now. Are you strangling that pen? Loosen up. A gentle, relaxed grip means you can write for way longer without your hand cramping up.
Look, we all have our little handwriting quirks. Ever find yourself mixing up your B's and D's? We've all been there. A really simple trick is to just slow down and say the letter's name out loud as you draw it. Or what about letters that are all different sizes? Just grab some lined paper. It's like having built-in guide rails to keep everything neat and consistent. Easy fix.
And the most important thing to remember is this. The goal is not to have perfect handwriting. Nobody has perfect handwriting. It's all about progress. All you need is for it to be clear enough for you and maybe someone else to read. That's it. A little bit of practice goes a really long way. So I want to leave you with this one last thought. In a world that's just full of keyboards and screens, choosing to write something by hand, well, that's a powerful choice. It means something more. So think about it. What's important enough for you to actually write down by hand? Maybe a journal entry, a thank you card, your next big world-changing idea? Your superpower is right there, waiting for you to use it.